Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Scary Movie Night. My name is Stanley, and I'm a pretty big fan of pretzels and also scary movies, and according to my research calculations, you probably are too. Before we get into it, I think we should probably address the elephant in the room. But I had a little accident, and I fell asleep with bubble gum in my mouth, and then I woke up and it was in my hair, so I had to cut all my hair off, and I'm very insecure about it. But no one needs to bring it up, okay? I just wanted to just get it out there, and that's that. So, anyways, we're here to watch some scary movies, okay? And it's going to be a collection of horror short films, behind the scenes specials, and some other things in between, some like pretzel things. And so yeah, thanks for coming, everybody. And let's get right to it without further ado. Scary Movie Night. According to my research calculations, National Pretzel Day is April 26th. Since my favorite food is pretzels, the Sultanat told me if I wanted a free pretzel, I had to find the secret password. Well, after searching all over Arizona, I had no luck and found myself back to the drawing board, desperate and ready to break. But then I remembered how many pretzels they made for Super Bowl 57, and I wondered, could that be code for GPS coordinates? So I activated my GPS tracker, loaded up my excavation devices into my Volkswagen, and hit the road. About 3.5 hours later, I ended up in the desert and found the intersection of the two coordinates. I then retrieved my excavation devices and began digging, and digging. And sure enough, found a buried treasure chest. With trembling hands, I opened up the chest, and there it was, the secret password. So those who are watching this video, if you find the Sultanat at the farmer's market this Saturday and say to them, "Pretzel pusher," you score a buy one, get one pretzel. As I finished my pretzels back at home, completely exhausted, it wasn't until then I realized the secret password had been on my shirt the entire time. Happy Pretzel Day.
Good evening, fellow enthusiasts of all things scary. Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you fully decapitate that subscribe button. Now let's get into tonight's countdown. Tonight we're discussing Myths and Legends Full Moon Edition. Now the first part of tonight's countdown is the screaming section, where we talk about a couple of screamers. In at number 10, we have a man named Benny from Hannibal, Missouri. Benny had a form of Tourette's, where he would uncontrollably scream at night, leading his neighbors to dub him the nickname Screaming Benny. Well, on August 19, 2011, an unknown assailant broke into Benny's house and murdered him in cold blood, and as he screamed for help, his neighbors simply ignored him due to his uncontrollable screaming in the past. Rumor has it that every full moon, Screaming Benny comes back to haunt the neighbors that ignored his cries for help. In at number 9 is the Lady with the Swings. Legend has it that on a full moon, she returns to the swings.
Hey, I heard some screaming coming from over here. You okay? Okay.
Make eye contact with her. She will hunt you down and kill you.
When I was younger, I used to swing on the swing side, on the swing side. Now that I'm older, I never go near the swing side, near the swing.
Try our brand new Flight of Bites. We're offering 6 different mouth-watering flavors, all packed into one delicious flight, now available at the Salted Knot.
I was a ways away from home when my truck broke down. I hadn't seen another car in hours, and without cell service, I had no choice but to search for help. I walked for what felt like miles and miles. Hydration and starvation began to settle in, and when I stopped to rest, that's when it appeared.
Killer Mouse! No, I'm sure you have questions, but there's no time. We need to get you out of this desert. You need to head further west, past Sycamore Creek, through the canyon, and this will take you to the farmer's market, where you can find a delicious pretzel like myself. Your life depends on it. Go, boy! You're running out of time! Go!
I didn't argue with the pretzel I had just hallucinated, I just went. I trudged through the desert like a damn Sasquatch just to get to that pretzel in time. Just when I had nothing left, I stumbled upon the farmer's market. Nothing else mattered in that moment. I had never been to heaven, but this was the closest thing to it. The butter, the salt, the warmth, the pure happiness inside my mouth. Incredible. And that is how I discovered the Salted Knot.
Okay. Somewhere between science and superstition lies a nerd who may very well be possessed. And such a mystery can only be solved by the Exorcist.
Uber Eats?
What?
Sickety psych, I'm here for the exorcism.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, he's right in here.
research and calculations, I possess. According to my research and calculations, I possess. According to my research and calculations, I possess. According to my research and calculations, I possess. According to my
Lord
research
have
and
mercy.
calculations, I possess. According to my research and 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 calculations, I possess. According to my research.
Leopard print. Kinda kinky, huh? Oh, yeah, by the way. Oh. Next one's free.
Yes, yes. You're a busy customer. We need to exercise your demons.
My demons don't exercise, they prefer video games.
Science.
Power of funk compels you. The power of funk compels you. The power of funk compels you.
How about some smooth jazz?
Compels you. Power of funk compels you.
Nothing's working. Should we bust out the funk?
Let us dance out the demons.
Okay. Nice music. Okay, I feel better already.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
So when we were filming our scene for The Exorcist, we were actually at Phelan's house. He was letting us use his room and his bed, and I was very reassuring to him. I said, hey man, I'm gonna be super careful. I know I'm using the soda and the Pop Rocks on your bed, and I promise I'm not gonna make a mess. And anyways, I had the 2-liter bottle of soda on the bed while I was, being possessed. And so it was shaking, which I didn't, take into consideration. So when it got time to film the soda scene, well, this is what happened. Sorry, Phelan.
Lord have mercy.
Hey babe, I know you're working late, but when I was in the kitchen I saw the biggest cockroach. Oh my gosh, I wasn't able to kill it, but I did trap it under a cup. Will you please kill it when you get home? The bugs here are so big. I don't know if I'll ever get used to that. Well, it looks like I'm at rain tonight. Drive safe, my sexy cockroach killer. Love you.
Shit.
thinking? Whoa. What the fuck am I thinking? All right, cowboy. It's time to stop being a little bitch. You're living in Texas now. 1, 2, 3. What the fuck? Oh my. Ugh! No, please, please. It was the summer of 2024, where work was slow and budgets were low, but aspirations and inspirations were higher than the sweaty temps outside. That only meant for one thing. The stage was set to make a low-budget horror film. I had been sitting on a story for about 5 or 6 years at this point, a story inspired by actual events. You see, back at our old house, we had a major cockroach problem, and my wife and I both hate cockroaches. So one night she texted me saying she had trapped a cockroach under a cup and needed me to kill it when I got home. So when I arrived home later that evening and she was already asleep, I psyched myself up, lifted the cup ready to be the hero, and the cockroach was gone. I honestly felt true horror in that moment, not knowing where the cockroach was. And from there, the story was built. Once I had the script finished and main character developed, an aspiring cowboy who recently moved to Texas, it was time to construct the outfit. After a thorough search of men's shirts, it was this brown one that stood out to me and felt right for the film. From there, I made my way to the book section for props, and through some divine intervention, there it was, a book named Texas. Now, the reason I chose Texas as the setting is because, unlike our experience with a bunch of regular-sized cockroaches, I wanted this story to be about one giant killer cockroach. And since everything is claimed to be bigger in Texas, it felt like a good match. Now, since we live in Arizona, Kaylin and I crafted some custom Texas decor for the front wall that I would be crossing in front of. This happens to be the most Texas part of the movie, so I wanted to make it pop. So here you can see between the dollar store, Goodwill, our crafty efforts, and things I already had, altogether it made for quite the Texas experience. With the wall all set up, it was time to light the room and film the shot. The film takes place on a stormy night, so I wanted there to be some light coming in through the window with a tree shadow blowing in the wind. So I put a couple of my panel lights outside the window and had Kaylin shake a makeshift tree branch in front of it to try and get the shadows. But after reviewing the footage further, I wasn't happy with the results. This time around, Kaylin suggested hanging some blinds in the house so I could get the lights closer to the wall and create better shadows. So I took down the blinds from our front window and it worked like a charm. The only problem was all the perverts in my neighborhood could see me walking around naked on set. But once I had my clothes back on, Kaylin shook the branches once more and we got the shot I was looking for. And for what probably amounted to over 15 hours of work for a 3-second shot, it was fucking worth it. All right, it is mid-July, Arizona, warm summer evening. The weather app was saying possibility of monsoon, but I don't believe that shit. I was supposed to film outside the other night and the monsoon came, so I didn't. But I think tonight's the night, so I'm gonna pull the car under the street light and get this first shot set up. So, a little something in the distance, so we'll see. I mean, I am filming a stormy shot, but I don't want my gear to get fucked up, so. All right, got the car parked. Luckily, my house is right by a street light, so we're gonna use that for some light and then bring out some extra light on it. Looks like he jinxed it as we're getting set up. Monsoon. All right, here we go again. Taking down. Fuck. After I cleaned up everything outside and readjusted my attitude, I came inside and worked on some of the other shots instead. Just double shadow here on the cup. We definitely don't want that. So, instead of using that light, we're gonna kill that. And let this bad boy point at the ceiling. Fire it up. There we go, we get some more room ambiance, and it does not mess with our cup shadow. So still keeping the one main direction of light from there. And slowly started to check off some of the indoor stuff from the shot list. The night is young, the air is calm. Third attempt to film outside. I think it's gonna be it. I'm gonna pull the car around, get some lights set up, and I think the weather's gonna cooperate. Let's do it. Oh, the boys romping the curb, trying to film and drive at the same time. Alright, I think I got the setup finished for the car. Got a light on the front, got the camera set up. We're gonna have a little blue light in the back to give it some depth. Then my wife Kaylin is gonna come outside. She's gonna spray the hose over the windshield so we get some rain. And yeah, I'm gonna go get cowboyed up, get in a costume and character, and we're gonna do this damn thing. Now, in the spirit of not making Kaylin hold the hose all night, for some of the close-up shots, I ran the hose up the back of the car, as you can see here, and then used a dumbbell to hold it in place as it sprayed on the windshield. Here's a couple of those close-ups. Through a couple lessons of patience and persistence, I had officially filmed all the outdoor car shots, and like a movie from the Lifetime channel, everything worked out in the end. Now, I needed to create a fake pest company, along with a custom door hanger they would leave on our front door. So I used my PicMonkey app to design everything, and printed out the door hanger on some thicker paper. I smudged some of the sides to make it look worn, cut it ever so carefully, and I had the official door hanger. Yo, so it is another night of filming. Tonight I'm doing the shot where the car pulls up to the house and it's raining, and you see the character get out and rush to the front door to get inside. So we need some rain. So I got, let me see if I can see it. You can kind of see it. Here's the garden hose running up on top of the ceiling, and then I have a dumbbell weight holding it there, as well as another dumbbell weight holding it there. That's where the water will be spraying, coming down, and the shot will be on the front door, getting back home. So yeah, just getting the camera dialed in, got the scene pretty much set up. As you can see, this will be the little teaser here of what the ending shot will show and reveal. They missed their appointment with the pest company, which resulted in murder. So yeah, just gonna get this shot rolling, and that's that. Once I had everything set up, I did a bunch of different takes to make sure I got it, and here's how this one turned out. Here's one of the bloopers where I had accidentally stepped on the hose, causing it to jolt the water flow in an unnatural way. After searching the internet far and wide, I landed on this stuffed animal cockroach that was able to keep me in my low budget range. The size was perfect, but the only thing I wasn't digging were the floppy, flaccid antennas, so I was gonna have to figure something out. I had also received the fake severed hand in the mail. This is going to be the only remaining body part of my character's wife when I discover her untimely demise from the killer cockroach. Now for the antennas. Kaylin had another solid idea of using these massive zip ties that can be found at the dollar store. So I used parts of safety pins to hold them in place, along with keeping the trend of low budget.
Oh my.
Now here we are in the bedroom where I've recruited Kaylin once again to work the camera so I can properly fight this giant cockroach. This might be my favorite shot in the film. But working with the stuffed animal cockroach definitely brought out some laughs in between takes.
That's good. You can't really see any blood on my face. I don't think that matters.
For this next shot, I filmed the cockroach in front of the green screen, and as you can see here, I acted the scene pretending the cockroach was there, then added it in during post-production. It was now deep into August, and earlier in the day I took the final promo shots wearing my wardrobe because tonight I was having some special helpers come over to film part of the attack sequence. I busted out the horror makeup kit using wax to form the various wounds and then fake blood put on top of those. I had my buddy Jesse inside the house acting as the cockroach who pulls me back inside, while my buddy Jake was outside working the camera.
Yeah, do that one and then try one a little higher up.
Alright, so every fall at Trader Joe's, they release this delicious butternut squash mac and cheese. And as good as it is, it makes a very peculiar sound when you stir it. And I've always just taken note of that. And so I needed a sound effect for when I reach in and touch the guts. So, well, here's what it sounds like. So I got the microphone set up, and I think it's gonna be the sound. Let's see. Also throughout the summer, I slowly built a miniature Texas highway scene. Since all the film either takes place in my car or house, I wanted to up the scale with an outdoor shot in between the two locations. Using the promo pics from earlier, I printed out the top half of the character and taped it to the seat in the miniature car I had purchased online. It was kind of a trip because from the side it looks like the car is empty, but from the back view we have Cowboy Josh behind the wheel. I also created a miniature Abilene sign for the side of the road, and this city was chosen because back in the first week of filming I had received a spam call from Abilene, Texas, and it felt like, well, a sign. I first tried filming the miniature in front of my blue screen, but it just wasn't turning out the way I had hoped. So instead, I used my projector to display this mountain range behind the miniature set. So tonight I'm filming a couple of the insert shots, just showing the aftermath of the cockroach attack. So I gotta break our precious cup. I feel like it's been a character in the film and I gotta take a hammer to it. Making sure not to slice my finger, I had some pretty gnarly looking pieces. Took those inside and got some close-ups with the fake blood dripping from them. Then moved over to the front door to get the overhead shots of the aftermath. This fake blood was a bitch to clean up, and ended up leaving a lasting impression on my front door. Oopsies. I wanted to keep the score of the film sounding very lo-fi and spooky, so between my Roland JDXi and my 8-track recorder, I was able to record the entire score. But there were 2 songs in particular that I wanted to record in a studio, so here we are in Jesse's studio recording those. This was a melody I've actually had since I was a kid. Here's 7-year-old Josh. And as you can hear in the background, I'm singing the line. Now 30 years later, here I am singing it to Jesse, in a lower octave of course, so he can figure out the notes of the melody. Something we do often. Boom, 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 boom. Once he had it locked in, we got it laid down, and this would be the final tune of my film. Title track. Man, I had such a good summer slowly working on this thing. Another instance where limited resources led to diving deeper into my creativity. I filmed about 80% of the shots on my own and was able to convince my wife into helping with the handful of the others. That was a fun bonding experience for us and something we've never done together. It was a true low-budget and DIY film. Even keeping that spirit for the private backyard premiere I had with some of my friends when the film was ready.
Hey babe, I know you're working late, but when I was in the kitchen I saw the biggest cockroach. Oh my god.
Sorry We Missed You is available on my YouTube channel, and if you've made it this far in the BTS, you're a true legend, and I appreciate your support. Night 4 in the books. It's officially midnight. Oh, 12:01. It's time to call it. I think I got some good shit tonight. See sweat. Sweat pouring down my face. Until next time.
According to my research and calculations, the science fair is next Saturday, which is great. Except then I realized I wouldn't be able to go to the farmer's market to pick up my favorite pretzels. But then I also realized that I could just order them on the Salted Knots website. So that's what I did. I went to their Instagram, found their website, and ordered some pretzels on a Wednesday. And then came Thursday, pickup day. Made it to the kitchen, and there he was, the sweetest of boys, bringing me my delicious pretzels right to my car. Once I had the pretzels in hand, I put the pedal to the metal and raced back to my house so I could eat them. I was definitely not waiting till Saturday. My take-home pretzels tasted so good, I couldn't hold my affection any longer. Oh, didn't see you there. The Salted Knot pretzels you can enjoy anytime, anywhere, with anyone, even yourself. Order online today at thesaltedknotaz.com.
something about her. I wouldn't call it beauty. Something stronger, more rugged than that. There was a fierceness and a sense of adventure that captivated me right from the start. And that's what I remember most about the early days. Her beauty, that grew over time. It wasn't until I was able to trace over the lines of her face 1,000 times, till I was able to caress her shoulders, her arms, till I heard her voice surprising me with every word she said. That's when the beauty hit me. She was me, and I was her. And at one point we started getting into old VHS tapes. It was thrilling, really. Digging through obscure independent films and home videos. You never knew what you were going to find.
What do you think? Should we get them? I mean, it's been a while since we've found some good ones.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm feeling adventurous.
All right, here we go.
Hope you survive.
What?
It's $2.75.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Keep the change, thanks. Huh. That's strange.
Yeah, he's just never been very friendly.
Yeah, you're right. You hungry?
Ooh, good call on the turkey sandwiches. Do you want some chips?
Yeah. I do love me some chips. Almost as much as I love watching you get them.
You're so dumb. Let's watch those tapes.
Ah, fuck.
Are you okay, sweetheart?
Yeah. Tooth's been hurting for like a week. Then you go see the dentist.
We all know how much you hate the dentist. Next! This one sucks.
Reality is not what it seems. There is a power within you, and you are using it right now.
This guy.
You cannot help but use it now. Waves of light, ripples of sound. You transform them.
I guess the shrooms are really kicking in, huh?
What is real? It is your creation. The power to transform. That is what you are.
Really? This guy again? Wait, is that our house?
I don't know. How would they have video of our house? They were complete strangers.
Well, Obviously not. I mean, that is our car. Ah! What the fuck? Christine, are you seeing this?
I am. I don't understand why you're getting so worked up over it.
That's clearly us in our house.
Yeah, it looks like us. But the picture on the wall is different. Do you really think...
Where are you going?
Sit back and relax, Rob. You've really been on tilt lately.
What do you mean on tilt?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like your head is screwed on straight.
What are you doing, sweetheart?
This will all be over soon, sweet Robbie.
Your creation. The power to transform.
Hey, bud, we're all finished. Let's see why that tooth was bothering you so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty sore right now.
Well, I called in your prescription. Should be ready by the time you're out of here.
Yeah, I'm pretty ready to go home. Is Christine in the lobby?
I don't know. Who's Christine?
She's my wife.
I mean, I've known you a long time. I've never heard anything about a wife. I think the anesthesia is probably just still wearing off. We can have you wait in the lobby.
Are you being serious, man?
Last time I checked, you were single and ready to mingle.
This is bullshit. This is Christine, my wife. We've known each other since high school. I don't know what's going on.
All right, Rob. If you want to see her so bad, let's just give her a call. She'll come pick you up.
All right. Okay. This can't be real.
Everyone keeps telling me you can't lose something you never had. Well, I'm not sure they ever had something worth losing. 'Cause I know I'm not crazy.
I'm not!
Well, if I get this just right, you never know. I'm gonna find.
Hey, Rob, you coming?
My buddy Jesse and I have been making music videos together for the past 8 years or so, both for our own music projects and for other bands here in town. But as we were gearing up to start production on our new film Jerry, we wanted to make a short film first to practice capturing audio live on set, and generally wanting to perfect our craft. So we got to work. So I prompted Jesse with a text one day with the start to a story about a guy who picks up some old VHS tapes to watch. We went back and forth for a couple days and came up with some key points to the story, especially when he started talking about drills. So from there I began writing the official script. Whether I was at my kids' swim class or at our home pool, the ideas were flowing and I had to multitask with kids on summer break. And eventually, with our powers combined, the script was complete. Jesse was going to be playing the main character Rob, while his wife Danielle was on board to play his wife Christine. The on-screen chemistry was already there, and we were ready to rock. From there, I bought the necessary props, and here we are at Jesse's house the night before our shoot, filming the content that would end up on the VHS tapes. My buddy Kevin from work played the role of the creepy neighbor, and this is the first time we see a drill in the film.
Reality is not what it seems.
My buddy Glenn from work also filmed something at his house for one of the tapes and absolutely crushed it. Basically, I told him I needed a guru character talking about how reality isn't what it seems, and he went above and beyond my expectations. Imagine finding this on a random tape from a yard sale. Nicely done, sir. I also made sure our shot list was all typed up, printed out, and properly secured for the upcoming check marks it was destined to receive. Yo, today's day one of filming Tilt Shift. Going on a little morning walk, just getting some exercise, getting my head in the game. But yeah, we're gonna film all the stuff at the Morrison's house today, all the stuff with Jesse and Danielle. Stoked? Now, I didn't get much BTS here because I was filming and directing, but this is day one at the Morrison's place.
That's definitely our car.
We also made sure to record some different drill sounds on set that we would later use in the edit. Day two, filming Tilt Shift, back at the Morrison's house. Jesse's getting audio set up, and we're gonna do the driveway scene out here. The sun be blazing. It's already 100 degrees. It's falling apart. So another day of filming, directing, and running sound.
Yeah. You hungry?
And we also took the opportunity to get some promo shots of Danielle. Here's the final photo we used for promo. It's an early June morning here in Mesa, Arizona. Today we are filming the last scene that involves Danielle and the second to last scene of the whole film. So I need to set up a pretend yard sale in my driveway. I've got about 50 minutes to do it, so let's get at it. With the clock ticking, I was able to get a decent fake yard sale set up, and we got all the shots while the driveway was still shaded. That's a win here in Arizona. There were some other scenes that needed full sun, so here I am using an umbrella to shade the camera, which I am holding up on the stool here while shading and watching the monitor, while also balancing the reflector there on Jesse in the car. This is what a low-budget shoot looks like. Now here's a traditional tilt-shift style shot with the top and bottom blurred out, almost giving the effect that the subject is a miniature. And in a film titled Tilt Shift, it was a must. Now here we are at Higley Grove's dental office out in Gilbert with Dr. Jeffrey Wold, who so graciously let us use his dental office to film at.
Perfect.
He actually came in on his day off and hung out while we filmed. It's hard to find good ones like Jeffrey, but they do exist.
I don't know. Who's Christine? Just have you wait in the lobby and call you an Uber.
Are you being serious?
I mean, last time I heard you were single and ready to mingle.
This is bullshit, man.
Oh.
This is my wife, Christine. We've been together since high school. You don't remember that? Like...
Okay, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
Now that filming was officially wrapped, here we are in Jesse's studio doing some Foley.
Thanks.
And also recording some audio of the car at night when the neighborhood was quiet. We were both born in 1987, so these VCR and VHS sounds were hitting all the right nostalgia buttons. My wife Kaylin even made a cameo in the film. Here she is doing some ADR.
Hope you survive.
What?
It's 275.
Oh, yeah.
We needed an intro for the film, so I had an idea that started with the sound I heard while doing dishes one night. So basically you fill up one side of the sink with water and fill up the other side of the sink with silverware. Then you drain the water and run the garbage disposal and you get this crazy vibrating sound that somewhat resembles the sound of a drill. Now that I had this foreshadowing audio recording, I busted out an old closet door I had along with some wallpaper and dressed it up, making sure to smooth out all the bubbles. If you've done wallpaper, you know. From there, I printed out some old pictures of Jesse and Danielle, got those in frames and glued to the fake wall, except for this middle frame there in the brown, which was barely resting on the edge of a nail. So when I gave the top a little love tap with the hammer, all the other pictures stayed in place while the center picture went crashing down. We added a reverse piano chord, along with the silverware sample, and here's how the intro turned out. Lastly, here we are back in Jesse's studio writing the intro song together.
Is that kind of what you're thinking?
Yeah, it's nice. Vibes were flying high, as were we, and we ended up with one of my favorite songs we've ever teamed up on. Tilt Shift was released as part of my October 24 project last year, where I released 2 horror short films, an EP with all the music from them, custom behind-the-scenes zine, and even had a fun backyard premiere of the films for my friends.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm feeling adventurous.
Tilt Shift is available on my YouTube channel, and the release of this BTS special is a part of October 25, Behind the Screams.
Dibs.
I'm talking about
Dibs.
Oh yeah.
Dibs.
Marinara.
I'm talking about
Dibs.
Nacho cheese. That's right.
Dibs.
Get your flight of bites at the Salted Knot.
The salted knot.
And don't forget the dibs.
It was an October night in downtown Mesa when I found my kind of spot. The smell of warm pretzels filled the air as I entered the salted knot. A smiling face greeted hello as I decided what I should eat. So many fine choices displayed on the menu. A butter salt knot would be my treat. Throwing a beer, I'm feeling alive. Make my way to a table, I'm ready to jive. Special delivery sent from above. As I admire what's in front of me, I think I'm in love. I love this place. And now they're serving beer and staying open later at night. All I do is check the saltedknotaz.com or their Instagram page for their most current hours before I head in. The truth is, you don't need a pulse to appreciate a good pretzel. Take it from me, because I found my kind of spot at the Salted Knot. It was just another day on set of the hit soap opera Making Love is Easy. But as the juicy drama began to unfold on screen, something sinister was about to rise from the dead.
Jesse ended the scene.
But let's back up a bit. So I played drums for the band Scattered Melodies, and back in 2020 when the world was falling apart, we locked ourselves in the studio for a weekend and recorded a bunch of new stuff. This was our first single, Vibe Check, and we did a throwback to the old VH1 show pop-up video for our music video. But now it was time to produce the next music video.
Vibe check video.
Our next single was a song called Making Love is Easy, which pretty quickly had me brainstorming ideas of doing a soap opera spoof. Ideas started to flow as I worked on the storyboard, and before I knew it, I had a twisted tale of two self-obsessed actors and a shady director who was caught up in a cliché Hollywood sex scandal. Now that I had the soap opera, I needed to build a set. So after doing some DIY research on YouTube, it was time to hit up my local Home Depot. Gonna build some flats, got the old Volkswagen Golf packed up here. Hoping for safe travels. Got a little BTS, Making Love is Easy. Trying to build flats for the first time in my entire life. Here we go, here we go. And eventually I had 5 flats assembled and painted, even adding a fancy trim to the top. So now I'm working on a custom window, actually using a towel rack for the part that's going to hold the blinds for the window shade. So we're gonna slide this bad boy in there. But unfortunately, once the flats were finished, they sat on my back patio for the next 5 months. The world was still coming out of the COVID-19 pandemic, and this made it very hard to find a venue that was open and willing to rent out their space for us to film at. In the meantime, I made sure all the pre-production materials were set. Jesse from the band is playing Don Lovely, my friend Chase is playing Jenna Buscanti, and I'll be playing the creepy director, Derek Dickstein. And then one day, in my very own backyard of downtown Mesa, I finally found a venue. The folks at the neighborhood comedy theater were gracious enough to let us rent their venue. So here we are the night before the shoot, assembling our soap opera set. This was actually the first time I had all 5 flats set up together with all the furniture and everything. It was feeling good. Now that everything was ready for our shoot, it was time to go home and get some sleep. Yo, what up? Today's the day. Filming Making Love is Easy music video. I've been working on this bad boy for off and on for like 5-6 months. So the day is here. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling anxious, and I feel very grateful though that I have all these fucking awesome people in my life to do this with, and yeah, just hoping for a good shoot. As everyone started showing up, we dialed in the cameras and did an impromptu test shot about fast food drama.
Why would you do this to me? I had no choice. I told you I wanted Burger King, not McDonald's.
It was closer. Did you want me to go further away?
I wanted the Whopper.
McDonald's is better fries.
I wanted the Whopper though.
Have you had your fries? Have you had one?
Right. I'm having trouble what to do at the very beginning of the chorus because there's just like nothing. Yeah.
Well, remember, it's gonna be the shot of the clapboard come in, and then it's gonna go to you guys.
Okay.
And again, on the embrace, just try and go a little bit further back, Jesse.
Am I too much in the way? The embrace? Should we move it off?
Just try stepping a little more forward to him.
More forward? Okay.
Like just kind of grab it, back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring her back. Yeah. Yep. So good. That was quite good.
Oh,
Your-
what?
Your pacing too on making those easy was like right.
I felt
on
that's
place.
yeah.
And all the extra time for pre-production really paid off. Here's the storyboard next to the final edit of the chorus.
Alright. One thing that would be hilarious on that thing.
Yeah, what you got?
I want you like, yes! Knock the fucking thing out of his hands! Yeah!
We just kept things rolling. Here we are filming the second chorus of the song. The scene before the story takes a dark turn. Yep, that's good. Alrighty. And action.
I don't know, it's just a little too... Line!
No worries, reset, folks, and action.
I don't know, he's just a little too... Line!
Chin up. Come on.
Alright. I don't know, he's just a little too... Damn it! Line!
Nice. Let's do one more for good measure.
Good job, Slater.
So this is after you blow up on Phelan from where you just got up from.
Okay.
He runs out. He'll come back as a zombie. And yeah, you're heated. Yeah, we stand like here. I'm like cooling you down. Jesse's just kind of like pacing. Jake will be up here too. And then yeah, Phelan's just gonna like, Phelan, you're gonna storm at me, and then I'm gonna look up right in time to see you. You're just gonna be like, take me down.
I think this needs to be handheld, somebody behind Phelan, so.
Yeah, Joey, you wanna?
Absolutely.
Give it a shot?
Shoot it.
He's creepy like the hamburger.
Like, yeah, shaky clipboard.
He's creepy like the hamburger.
Nice. Do one more with shaky clipboard.
Throw a shot.
Let me get the song going.
Yeah, you gotta feel it.
Yeah,
You gotta vibe. Put it in your fanny pack.
I mean, I might as well use it for something.
Put that phone in the fanny pack, dude.
Yep, that's me, acting like a dipshit. But not just any dipshit, a Hollywood dipshit. The first one felt better on my end.
I think it was better on my end, so yeah.
After that, my friend Bree arrived. She'll be doing all the zombie makeup. And this is Z-Dub. He's in a band called The Stakes, and he's our vocal feature on the track. Everybody else took a lunch break with some pizza, and after a quick sit down, I was back at it planning the next shots, and eventually ending up in the makeup chair.
Yeah, I got pushy, but you're still rabid. Yeah. And then I think I have to be like here. Yeah, dude. Yes. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay up here and I'll say bye, Josh.
This is the sexiest threesome I've
This is
ever
the best twister I've ever played. Alright, so bite. I need a bite, Jake.
Give me that leg hair.
There we go. I got all that. Okay. Alright, ready? One, action. Alright, and action.
This was a fun idea that happened on set where Caston would be at the craft services table with a banana and would get thrown to the zombies mid-bite.
Yeah, oh yeah, getting that lens flare, Jesse. Ooh, wee. No,
I think just a sensual bite of that banana.
just for B-roll. And action.
Jake, just a little bit out. There you go. And then close in on me and I'll get really close at the end. All right, action.
We're down.
And just like that, it was a wrap. A very fun and very successful day of filming. Now here we are a couple weeks later at 12 West Brewery filming the scene that transitions our story into a zombie outbreak.
Action. Nice.
Action.
This was a tricky shot because our monitor didn't work, so we had to superimpose the emergency alert in post-production.
Oh, that was a good one. Let's get one more.
It would be another 6 months, but eventually the music video was released. I hired a PR company to release the music video for us, and it was a total bust. The video currently sits in YouTube prison at 551 views. Now I know I shouldn't validate my art based on how many YouTube views it has. I just wanted more people to see it. So, was the music video a success and didn't get the exposure it deserved? Or is YouTube right and it deserves to be as dead as the zombies it showcases? You be the judge.
I see
This love is madness, and your eyes are magic, and your words are toxic, and I can't stand it, but I can't stand to not be in your presence. It's deep in the physical, our connection is tantric. See, I really hate to be all in this fussing and fighting. I'd rather us be exhausted from so much fucking and biting. I know I don't always do what you want, and you don't always do what I like, and if our communication is left, then we can never get this right. And I'd rather not end the night with our backs turned. I'd rather long, deep talks, sweet smoke, and wax burns, burning like my desire to make this last. See, baby, the stakes are too high to be caught up in the past.
Oh my God.
But like I said before, I'm thankful to have friends like this who are down to get together and create something silly. Life is short, so why not take the opportunity to get a little silly sometimes? Because every day we all get a little closer to looking like this.
There's just something cute about zombies. I don't know what it is. The funny thing is, I'm actually in development of my own zombie script right now that I'm going to submit to Hollywood when it's finished. But basically, the concept is that there is a zombie outbreak, but catch this: they only go after the people that don't use their turn signals when they drive. Okay, so eventually, all the zombies just eat those people. And then everything goes back to normal, and the world's a better place. Okay, so kind of a happy ending. But anyways, that about does it for us tonight, everybody. Thanks again for coming. I get a special thank you to the Salted Knot and Mesa Amplified for letting us do this. This is really great. It's really great. There's a table over there with some stickers and some free merchandise. And you can have whatever you like because it's all free. And yeah, I just hope you have a good rest of your night. And stay safe. Okay. Thank you.